Okay, is it presenting yet, sir? Okay, I think.
Yes, please.
Okay, sure. Um, Good morning, everyone. Today, me, Adika, Fedora, Seto, Aldihan, and Shaki will present about our project. And let's get into it. So the first, sorry. Okay, so here I'm going to discuss about the focus topics. So since we're given two main topics, which are about COVID-19 and free topic, we chose COVID-19. So there are three possible topics that we are going to choose, either about the COVID-19 itself or the COVID-19 vaccine rollouts, and last, the social media trends about COVID-19, especially about the news of COVID-19. However, I personally like the idea we're discussing about the COVID-19 vaccine rollouts because it's very topical and almost everyone wants to be jabbed with COVID-19 vaccine. So that data is important to be shared. And for the project execution itself, we're planning for the COVID-19 social media news. We're planning to link a few or one platform of social media, such as Twitter, about the sentiment of the people regarding COVID-19 news, about the vaccine rollout, and probably like the daily death number, daily um, uh, people who are not being infectious again and such. And probably use the news outlet such as compass.com or detik.com about COVID-19. Next, I think this is that all right?
Yes, yes. All right. So for the data source, we believe that we should use Twitter as the primary data source because, as we know, Twitter limits the number of characters for each tweet. Hence, the data would be more manageable. Secondly, we learned that Twitter provides an API for developers so that they can use it as a key for application integration, including getting the tweet stream in real time. And we also know that Twitter users generally use hashtags for their tweets, which can be used to simplify our query or filtering. For example, we can simply use hashtag vaccine rollout to get all the data related to it. And lastly, tweet stream is literally nonstop, so we can get as much data as we need. And of course, we will have to work out the amount of data that we will take from Twitter. Next, please. All right, now regarding the application itself, considering the time constraint that we consider data visualization to be the most feasible application to build. So the app itself will be made scalable and modular so that we can add more features as the time approaching the deadline. And then the end product might look like a dashboard for COVID-19 status update, where users can see various graphs and tables that we will keep on adding. For example, the graph and table of COVID-19 current status, such as the number of cases and also the number of deaths. And we might also able to add more interesting insights, such as the sentiment analysis of Twitter users related to COVID-19. Next, please. So the problem that we're having now is that the tool that our group discussed in our first assignment was Scoop. And we know that Scoop can't handle unstructured data type. So we will have to choose either Flume, Spark, Kafka, Elasticsearch, Panaho, or Solr. But to be able to decide it, we need to do more study on it. So yeah, next my colleague Xiaoqiu will continue the presentation.
Okay, in general, there are three tools that will be incorporated. The first one is for data scraping. It is used to extract the information from the websites. In this case, we're going to obtain the data from Twitter. Therefore, we'll extract the tweets related to COVID-19 or vaccine in Twitter. There are several tools that we can use. They are Flume, Spark, Kafka, Elasticsearch, Pentaho, or Solr. Then we'll use the environment like Hadoop distributed file system, HDFS, for storing the data to be analyzed. But in this stage, HDFS might not even need it for some of the scraper tools, such as Elasticsearch and Pentaho. But we still need a further study on this. Last is visualization, so that we can have interactive data analytics and build in visualizations using Apache Zeppelin. Next, please. We also aim to make app as a software as a service, SaaS, so that we can so that the app can be accessed anywhere. And the SaaS environment will also simplify the development because we don't have to install the tools on a local device. And this is also need more study on this. Next. So the plan on our ideas is first that we have to filter and select some keywords that will be used in the filter search tools on social media platforms. The keywords would be COVID-19 and then the vaccine. And next, we're going to search using script or search tools with say keywords on given amount of posts and or tweets and gather the data accordingly. And then we will make use hashtag for query and filtering. Next. In some cases, the filter search via social media route could be difficult. So we believe collecting data from certain health or hospital websites could also be relevant. We can gather data such as number of infected person and then number of people vaccinated. And then the next slides will be continued by Fedora.
Thank you, Shaki. So the data that we obtained, we believe that the data we obtain can be useful for us in this current situation we are living in. Data from social media outlets can also provide bigger picture on the trends and how people are generally taking COVID seriously, which could help governments and organizations. Next. Data that we obtain from health and hospital-based websites can also present information that could be beneficial for us. We could use the data to specifically pick out a certain location that have higher infection rates and many other informations that could be useful. Also, how the government will move forward for the country, how the economy, etc. Next. In reality, we as a group are still uncertain in deciding which topic to mainly focus on. With data science, there are so many possibilities, approaches, and tools that we consider to take, and we are currently still looking through papers and still reading, find lots of information to help us come together in agreement on a topic. I think that's all from us. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for the presentation. I think there's also a cool idea that you want use the COVID-19's issue for your presentations, yeah, or for your work, yeah. So I think I have idea. If you like, I give you some suggestion for you. If you want to 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 more sharp on your analysis and make to help you to more to have agreement with your friend. I think what I see from your presentation, actually you have a good good uh, a good plan. Yeah, for example, if you like go to the the COVID-19, actually the current issue is about the COVID-19 itself and also the vaccination. So let's say if you want to analyze about the type of the vaccination type, yeah, that currently now working on in Indonesia, so you can see let today, for example, one of the vaccine like AstraZeneca have issue in the sentiment of the public of Indonesia, because some of them say that it can be used for emergency use. One side they see that we still need to analyze and do the research about the ingredients or the component that built the vaccine itself. Yeah, so that would be cool, I think. So we can see from here, it will be more easy for you too. So you can set your goal, and then your data and your characteristic of data you can more specify in that case. And then of course it will be more simplify your tool that you want to use for doing that all the things. Yeah, but the interesting one is the using the SAS. I think I'm very curious to see what is it. Yeah, so it will be good enough for us. And then of course the keywords, yeah, that you want to use. Yeah, so I think if you say, for example, the COVID-19 itself, and then research AstraZeneca, Sinovac, or etc., I think it will be good enough. And then for the data use, I think you need to specify. I think it's very hard if you want to see in the current situation, to bring the analysis about it and infection rate, vaccination rate. Of course, it is possible, but you need a lot of effort and time to do that one. So I think for this group, I suggest you to more specify. And what I can see today is very unique. If you can go to the vaccination type. Yeah, so that may be one of my feedback. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much for the presentation. Hopefully my feedback can bring you into discussion more deeply with your team. Yeah, thank you. It's good work too. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.